Your move.
What is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and today we're going to be looking over the top 5 decks you are going to be expecting to see at this week's Nationals, starting in July 15th, I believe, this Friday. So we're going to be having a last chance qualifier, so if any of you have not got your invite, you can definitely go ahead and still obtain it that way as well, in order to be ready for Saturday and Sunday's event. I believe it's going to be a 2-day event for the Nationals, so that's going to be really exciting, definitely. So if you guys are going, definitely best of luck to all of you. I'm unfortunately not as good a duelist as y'all, but it's all good. Beside the point, we're going to be looking at the top 5 decks that you guys are going to be expecting and should and will be seeing in this year's Nationals for 2022. So, without further ado, guys, if you guys do enjoy these videos, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe for more, and let's get right into it. I believe if we compile all the data that we've gathered through all the Nationals, Regionals, YCSs, YCS, that we've seen so far, I think it's pretty safe to say that we should or already know more or less what the 5 best decks are, but this is going to be a quick recap video for you guys. So, number 5 is going to be Fluanderies. Now, there's not going to be a power ranking. There's not going to be telling you what are the best decks moving forward. No, it's not going to be any of that. All these decks, I believe, are equally dominant and all have equally exact same amount of chance of being equally represented, highest represented, and equal chance of winning the Nationals. So Fluanderies is definitely going to be up there with the best of them. Being able to summon a walking skill drain, essentially, with the Fluanderies Impen is absolutely just ridiculous. And the fact that this deck is extremely budget as well, if you just take out the Pot of Prosperities, is actually I believe that means that it's going to be a very highly represented deck, because not everyone's going to have, you know, endless pockets. Not everyone has I should say bottomless pockets is what I was trying to say. So this is an extremely easy deck to pick up as far as financial value, but its technicality and the way it plays is through the roof. Being that it is one of the most consistent decks of the format, as long as it can get Impen out, it's going to be extremely hard to go ahead and beat this deck, and honestly, I see Fluanderies being one of the most highly represented decks at this year's Nationals. For number 4 on our list, again, not ranked in any type of power way, we have any type of Punk decks. Punk Therion, Punk ABC. I think Punk Therion is going to be one of the more highly represented, maybe Punk Synchro as well. So all these type of variants, so definitely go ahead and be prepared for that matchup. Remember, if you do happen to take a while against a Punk deck, remember that they are going to have to pay 600 life points in order to start activating their effects, so you may have luck as far as that goes. I'm not encouraging slow playing, I'm just saying what might come about. So if you are playing a Punk deck, make sure that you are going on about your plays in a well-paced manner to not get yourself in that scenario. And if you're not playing a Punk-based deck, and you are, you will be and should be expecting to go ahead and see plenty of it in this year's Nationals, just definitely be prepared for that as well. As far as the Punk deck goes, Punk decks go, they have a ton of versatility, so just because you see a Punk card does not mean you immediately know the deck, so just be careful. Feel it out, understand your matchups. Go ahead and do plenty of testing this week, guys, because Punk will be rampant everywhere. Number 3, I have Sky Striker. Again, not ranked in any type of power ranking. I just believe Sky Striker, after winning the YCS, has gained an immense amount of popularity just by the skyrocketing price of all the Sky Striker cards. Ever since YCS Hartford and Sky Striker took first place with Demise of the Land, Mystic Mine, Turbo, essentially. So definitely you want to go ahead and be careful for that. Main deck Dimensional Barriers will be a thing, so if you are playing a deck that relies on the extra deck, just definitely be aware of that. Again, you are still going to be seeing a lot of Fluanderies, so if you are a Fluanderies player, you don't really have to worry about that too much, but you should still respect the deck nonetheless. Just because you play the same cards does not mean that you're immune to their effects also, so just be aware of that, and as long as you do that, you should be good to go. But number 2 on our list, I have Sword Soul, of course. It's going to be one of the most highly represented decks. It has been. It will continue to be until we see Splites and Tier Elements come into the TCG here in just about, now about less than 3 weeks away. So that's really exciting as well. But getting ahead of ourselves. Sword Soul is extremely consistent, I should say. With the 10 Yi package, just boosts that as well. And of course, we already know what the deck can do. It's extremely fair in its gameplay, but it can put up some extremely menacing boards, and it can do a ton of damage. If it draws a mid to late game Taie, it can just go clean off. So definitely be aware of that as well. Make sure you have your Imperms Effect Veilers ready, your Psyframe Gammas, whatever you need to stop this deck. Make sure you have your D barriers on lock in your deck, and you guys should be okay. Of course, number one on our list is going to be the Branded Despia. Again, not ranked in any type of particular order, but if I was going to, I think Branded Despia would be pretty high. I think that and Sword Soul are ranked number 1 and 2. I think that's pretty fair to say. Just the overall power of that deck overall is just absolutely just insane. The overall consistency that it has, the overall just ceiling that it has is completely unmatched by anything in... I mean, not just that one. That Branded Despia and Sword Soul have in the current format is absolutely unmatched. I'll put those two as the top 2 if I had to say, but again, I think these are going to be the top 5 decks you guys will be seeing at this week's Nationals. Definitely go ahead and be prepared, pack accordingly, side deck accordingly, test accordingly, guys. Again, going over one more time, we have Sky Striker, again, not in a particular order, Sky Striker for Wanderese, Punk decks, that includes Punk ABC, Punk Therion, Punk Synchro, all those type of nonsense shenanigans. We have Sword Soul, and we have Branded Despia as well. So again, test, side, test, repeat, and we should be good to go from there, guys. So if you guys do enjoy these type of videos, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. If there's a deck that I missed, please let me know in the comment section down below. I will also be doing a video for the top rogue decks you should be expecting, so if that's something you definitely want to see, go ahead and subscribe down below for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.